Shawn had a brain injury in 2007. He was involved in a motorcycle accident. He had damage to the right side of his brain, which affected the left side of his body. He did have a very prolonged rehab course. He was in the hospital and he did inpatient rehab. Afterwards, he was discharged to home, and he has been doing ongoing outpatient physical and occupational therapy. He was left with a lot of challenges on the left side of his body. Not only did he have some weakness, but he had very severe tightness. He was fighting against the muscles in his arm and his leg, so it was very difficult for him to do activities. We first did a baclofen trial. The trial is a process where we give him medication through one needle stick. The medication only lasts for a day, and he stays with us that day, and we evaluate how well he did. What we're looking for is some relaxation in his muscles. We definitely saw that. He also felt a big response from his trial. He was able to walk easier. He was able to move his arm and his leg a lot easier. After the result of his trial, he decided that he did want to move forward with intrathecal baclofen therapy. To have ongoing baclofen therapy, there is required the implantation of a pump. The pump actually goes completely within the skin. None of it is exposed. It's completely covered. The pump itself is both a reservoir, so it holds the baclofen medication, and it's also a computer that delivers the medicine. The really neat thing about the baclofen pump is that we can change the dose. So we start someone at a starting dose, and we increase them slowly based on how they're responding. Shawn has done really well since he's had the baclofen pump implanted. It's been 2 months now, and he's made a lot of progress. His walking is a lot easier. He doesn't have to think about it as much. His movements are less effortful and easier to do. He's expending less energy just to walk down the street. I think he still has a lot of potential. We're still not at his final dose. Shawn's putting in all the work. He's doing lots of physical therapy and lots of his own exercises, and I think he's going to continue to improve. Your leg feels a lot looser when we move it now. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, before I could even get a whole rotation with my ankle, but now I could get all rotation with my ankle.
Before you got the pump, how was your walking?
Just mostly stiff. And now I have the pump. It loosened up a lot of my muscles, and it's easier to walk and grab things and everything. It's much freer. I could do everything easy now. Find myself, I don't have to think about my movements rather than just walking normally.
If you had the choice to get the pump again, would you do it?
I really would.
And I think he's going to continue to improve. I think that if we checked back with Shawn in a couple of months, we would see that his walking looks even better than what it is now. So we're checking back in with Shawn now. It's been 2 years since you had your baclofen pump implanted. You did a lot of physical therapy, and now you're finished with therapy and you're working out on your own.
Yeah.
And how do you feel everything is going?
Everything feels good. My muscles loosen up, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So your dad was telling me that your walking has really improved.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's been how many years since your brain injury? Has it been 8 years?
Since 07.
So it's been 8 years since your traumatic brain injury. So you've done a lot of therapy and you've worked really hard to recover. And you've come a really, really long way.
Yeah.
And over the past 2 years with the intrathecal baclofen therapy, your walking has really improved.
Yes.
And you're now at the point where you're working out in the gym on your own.
Yeah.
And making a lot of progress.
Yeah.
Well, I'd really like to see you walking.
All right.
Is there anything you would want other people to know about your baclofen pump? Do you think it was a good thing for you?
I did at the time. I still do.
And you still do?
Yeah.
Okay. And getting the pump itself, that didn't hurt, and having the pump right there, it doesn't bother you?
Not at all.
Okay. And how about the refills? Is that a big deal?
Not
No, it's very easy.